Flags up and down. First to show in front is Binks. On the inside is Nathan Wells, followed by Don't Talk, the grey horse in fourth. Champagne Platinum, Billy Lee Swagger. The second grey is Action Motion. Waitie's Quest towards the back. Facing their first flight, Binks goes on by 4 lengths to Nathan Wells. And Don't Talk, they're together second and third. And then Champagne Platinum, Billy Lee Swagger. Bit of a break now to the final couple, Waitie's Quest and Action Motion. As the 7 runners make the run into the straight the first time. Binks the leader, Lee McKenna. Not so far in front of Don't Talk, Gavin Broder, Nathan Wells, Danny Gilligan third and fourth is Champagne Platinum and Luke Donnelly. After the top weight is Billy Lee Swagger and James O'Sullivan. Waitie's Quest, Philip Burns, Action Motion, Daniel King. Flight number 2. 2 in the straight coming up. Binks, joined by Don't Talk, a winner the last twice. And now takes the early leader, heading on to flight number 3. Don't Talk in front from Binks, Nathan Wells and Champagne Platinum next, and then Billy Lee Swagger, Waitie's Quest, Action Motion. As they come to pass the winning post with the circular race and the 2 mile Adair Manor Opportunity Handicap. Don't Talk leads Natalie Binks. Moving into third place, Champagne Platinum. And breaks away from Nathan Wells, relegated to fourth, and then Billy Lee Swagger, Waitie's Quest and Action Motion. Turning just outside the final mile and a quarter. 6 flights left to jump. Don't Talk, just edging it up front from Binks, Champagne Platinum. And then Nathan Wells, Billy Lee Swagger, Action Motion, and Waitie's Quest. When across from the stands as they approach the fourth. First of 3 up the far side. Don't Talk and Binks, followed by Champagne Platinum. Nathan Wells is fourth, and fifth is Billy Lee Swagger, and then Action Motion and Waitie's Quest. Heading for the halfway stage. And the 5th last flight, Don't Talk and Binks, little between them. Racing right onto their heels is Champagne Platinum, as Nathan Wells is joined for fourth by Billy Lee Swagger and then Action Motion and Waitie's Quest. 7 furlongs to go. Heading to the 3rd and last flight in the back straight. This will be 4 from the finish. Binks just wrestles back. The advantage from Don't Talk, Champagne Platinum not far off them, and then Nathan Wells, Billy Lee Swagger. Action Motion and Waitie's Quest has always been out the back. Heading for the 6th mark. Another 3 flights to jump, and it's Binks re-establishing a lead of 1.5 lengths as Champagne Platinum moves into 2nd place ahead of Don't Talk, who's dropped 2 positions, and then Nathan Wells, Billy Lee Swagger, Action Motion, Waitie's Quest, climbing to the 3rd last flight. In the Adair Manor Opportunity Handicap, it's Binks continuing up front, Champagne Platinum 2nd, Don't Talk 3rd, then Nathan Wells, Billy Lee Swagger, Action Motion and Waitie's Quest as they tighten up heading for the 3rd last flight. Binks into this one from Champagne Platinum, Don't Talk. Written away from that in 5th, Billy Lee Swagger is preceded by Nathan Wells, and Waitie's Quest relegates Action Motion to be last of the 7. They've really tightened on the approach to the straight with 2 flights left. Binks, Lee McKenna from Don't Talk. Gavin Broder on the outside of Champagne Platinum and Luke Donnelly. Up the inside is Nathan Wells and Danny Gilligan. Followed to the 2nd last by Billy Lee Swagger, and then Waitie's Quest and Action Motion. Coming to 2 out, and Champagne Platinum just picks it up from Billy Lee Swagger coming to challenge. Losing there, Binks has parted company with his rider. 1 flight left, and a Champagne Platinum from Billy Lee Swagger. Then Nathan Wells being followed by Don't Talk, Action Motion and Waitie's Quest. Down to the final flight, Champagne Platinum from Billy Lee Swagger, who looks an awkward ride. 200 yards to go. Champagne Platinum from Billy Lee Swagger. Racing inside the last half furlong. Champagne Platinum is holding Billy Lee Swagger on the near side. Champagne Platinum, Billy Lee Swagger, Champagne Platinum. Billy Lee Swagger clear from Don't Talk.
Well, what a great moment for this young man. Luke Donnelly. He's just ridden his first career winner in the Adair Manor Opportunity Handicap Hurdle on the veteran Champagne Platinum. Luke, firstly, congratulations. A pretty dramatic race. We'll come to that in just a second. But how much of a thrill was it for you to get home in front?
Absolutely delighted with it. And once I turned in, I kicked. I noticed that he went on another few strides, and I was like, right, I have a right chance here now. So keep working away until the finish. And jumped savage, loved the ground, flew home. So delighted with him.
You're a relatively new name on the scene, obviously. Am I right in saying you'd only had the one ride on the track before this?
I changed conditional there in September time, so I had a couple of rides as an amateur in bumpers and qualified rider, flat races. This is my second ride now over hurdles, so happy got a winner anyway in these colours over for the second ride, so delighted.
Absolutely. When did you find out you'd be riding this horse today?
I found out he ran in Leopardstown about 3 weeks ago. Then after that, Enda said he's going to push and try and get me to ride him now today, so delighted with that. So, absolutely delighted.
He's a horse who's been round the block, I suppose, at this stage.
Yeah.
Did he look after you pretty well?
Super spin, looked after me 100%. He ran the race, he knew what he had to do, and he done it well, so he's well able to jump, he's well able to gallop. Delighted with him. Yeah, he looked after me, so very happy with that.
As I say, there was an awful lot going on in those closing stages there. James O'Sullivan on the runner-up, he dropped his whip at the last after the horse made a mistake, and then you looked as though you thought you were home and housed, and then realised you had a bit further to go. Was that the case?
Oh yeah, exactly. I thought I was finished just before the finish line, and you know what? If it wasn't on that horse, I'd say I would have been best. So I'm delighted that he knew well what had to be done, and he probably knew that the line that we hadn't passed it yet, so he galloped on a bit more. So
it really is a game of fine margins, isn't it? You'd have been feeling very, very differently now had you got caught. Tell us a bit about yourself, Luke. What's your background in the game? Because you have got a bit of pedigree here.
Yeah. Mum and Dad both were jockeys. Mum was champion lady jockey for a while, champion lady amateur jockey for a while. She worked in Donald Swan, and Dad worked in Donald Swan and Charlie Swan's yard as well. So it's born and bred into me. I've been riding a horse since I can remember, like pony club, show jumping events, cross country hunting, everything. And I started riding race horses when I was 13 years of age, in first year in school, and took out the license when I was 16 or 17, I can remember. Best move I do. I'm very happy that I done it, and hopefully I can live up to my parents' footsteps now.
Man, Mary Louise was your mum. What's your dad's name?
Joey Donnelly.
I remember your dad riding. Yeah.
I don't know, I just
Joey Donnelly, yeah. So, Mum, she's Swedish, so she was Marie Louise Olivefalk then, and now she's Donnelly. So
went by Lulu, did she?
Yeah, Lulu. Yeah.
I remember Lulu as well.
Yeah, it was easier to say, I think.
They've been a big help to you in getting as far as you have so far.
Yeah, look, they taught me everything since day one, and I'm delighted that I went to Enda's now and learning so much down there, schooling every day, and getting opportunities like this now, so I'm delighted.
How did that come about? How long have you actually been there with Enda?
I was in William Mullins last year for 1 year, and then I went to Enda's in September time, and I was an amateur, but I was too light, so he got me to change the conditional, and it was probably the best move that I done, so delighted.
Did the Swan family connection come in handy?
They did, yeah. Delighted. My neighbour's just down the road, so happy about that, delighted, so yeah.
Terrific. And now that you've got the first one on the board, have you set yourself any goals for this season, or I suppose first and foremost stay injury free, but any targets?
Just keep going, and hopefully success keeps coming now and keep winning, so that's the plan anyway, and yeah, just no injuries, just safe around.
That's it. Have you got someone looking after your rides, or is that still TBC?
Gary Cribben is looking after my rides. Yeah. But Enda got me this one now, so after he ran in Leopardstown, he said I could ride this horse, so I was delighted with that.
Lovely. Hopefully this will open up a few more doors for you. And just to go back to the horse himself, lovely to see a horse of his age. I suppose you still got the appetite.
Yeah, sure. Look, he's been around a while, and he knows what to do. He knows the stories. He's been around many times, so delighted that I got to sit on him, and he was just a perfect ride. Yeah, he was grand, and he knew what to do, so he looked after me and I looked after him. We got ourselves around and came out from the best side, so delighted.
Fantastic, great moment for you, Luke. Very well done, and thanks for talking to us. Hope you kick on from here.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.